Hello, this is Adam's Sunday Walk vlog, and today what I'm going to share with you is an experience that happened to me. For years people had talked about meditation. They talked that it was very relaxing. They talked that it was something that makes your mind a lot more calmer and balances the body and the mind. And of course it's true, it does do this, but it also, this is a bit that I wasn't told, takes years of practice before you get there. And I'd heard about it for years and years, and then back in 2004 I was in Thailand on Koh Samui, an island off Thailand, when the tsunami hit. And it was only pure serendipity that the island that I was on was one side, the other side of the peninsula, so we weren't affected. But when it hit, I was very drunk. I'd been on an all-night session. I'd only been in bed about an hour when it hit. And if it had hit, the odds are I'd have probably died without having much consciousness of it. So this propelled me to take a crash course in meditation. So for New Year's Eve, following that Boxing Day tidal wave, I checked myself into a 10-day Vipassana silent meditation retreat. And of course, being New Year's Eve, what I hadn't realized at the time, but you only get really serious meditators doing meditation on New Year's Eve. And I was in with a bunch of advanced meditators, and it was like a course in self-punishment, almost self-mutilation, because it hurt so much to sit down on my backside for what was 8 hours a day. Now, I hadn't sat with my bum on the floor, cross-legged, since I was at school in the assemblies, and even then it was only about 20 minutes. But 8 hours a day, it was excruciating. My back hurt, my knees hurt, it was just horrible. It was such a horrible experience. I was just in pain most of the time when I was sat down. And what I was trying to do, my only goal for the first 6 days, was not to be the first person to move or need to change position. And I took myself really to the edge of the pain barrier during that period. And what I realized, because the Buddhist monk kept telling me that the pain in your body reflects the pain in your mind, Adam. And I thought, no, the pain in my mind isn't this painful. But it wasn't that it wasn't that painful, it's just I didn't want to touch it. And sitting there in silence, I weren't allowed to journalize, I weren't given any phones, I couldn't talk. We only ate twice a day, at about 7:30 in the morning, and then at about midday. We had 2 meals a day. And the Buddhists make the food quite bland, so that we're not eating it for the taste, it's just to sustain the body. And on day 8 I was at the most pain. I'd thought of quitting loads of times, but I thought, no, I'll never forgive myself if I don't take myself through the entirety of this experience. And I realized finally on day 9, the morning meditation session, which is half an hour, had come to an end, and I didn't want it to stop. I found myself in such a zone that was so calm, so relaxing, and I'd found real stillness within myself. Unfortunately, because I then had to get up and go off, I spent the rest of the experience chasing this experience, but the fact was I wasn't experiencing the pain. And part of the experience, for an hour a day, we used to go walking and do a walking meditation. And that was where I really found what I love to do, is being in nature, being on your own, looking to still the mind and slow down your breathing. For me, is a much more palatable option in the Western world than sitting down with my legs crossed all of the time. So you can meditate. It's called mindfulness. That's the practice that's actually called. It's just being completely present in the moment. And you can achieve that by putting all of your technology away, turning your brain off, not having any expectations or worrying about what you could or should be doing or who you should be with or anything like that. Just let it go. Take this time out for you. Be utterly selfish. This is about you building your energy, getting your mind right, because if you don't, you're not really serving all of the people that you're currently putting before yourself. So this is a technique. Just get out in the middle of nowhere on your own, or you can do it in partners or groups, but just spend the whole time walking just slowing down your breathing and appreciating the nature around you. And I promise you that that exercise will change your life if you do it often enough. It will certainly lead to less arguments, because rather than locking horns with family or friends or work situations, you're just going to detach yourself. You're going to realize that you're fired up, and you're going to go out and you're going to go for a walk. And it works really, really well if you remember to do it. So good luck with that. Enjoy your walk and enjoy the experience of stilling your mind.